Fresh Kid Z, Fresh Kid C, yes, sir. Fresh Kid P, Fresh Kid T. Oh yeah, we back. Oh, and Zafoon, by the way. Yeah, Jones. Yeah. Chitty bang, and we pretty much amazing. Can we hear your new song? Kids now ripping up shows and them fans going well with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry. This life is a party. Yes, remember you get cereal style, cereal aisle. I need checks. I can make these rappers run like a hard drill. Rap band show you how the guitar feel, and I could care less how y'all feel. I got a flow to make a bitch do a cartwheel. This is that good, just pump it and relax, bro. And you can get it free, don't worry about the text though. And Zafoon, thank you for the crack, but I play around Burgundy, I anchor on the track. Yeah. I once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'm a pound it up. Now I'm dope on the bread, we can toast so fresh how we flow. Everybody get the style from us. Was a kid with the other little kids, now I'm ripping up shows and them fans going well with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry. This life is a party.
I didn't know what I was getting myself into at the time, so it was just, you know, I'm a teenager, I can do what I want.
Now I'm seeing and hearing about people as young as 10, 11 and 10 years old that are starting to drink.
They seem to look at alcohol as a less serious type of activity.
Part of that is being an adolescent, you know, not understanding consequences of actions. So if a little feels good, more is going to feel better.
Yeah, I do think drinking can become a problem, especially when it's not done in moderation and when people aren't thinking about the consequences that it can have on their academics as well as their extracurricular activities. But
I do not believe that drinking is an issue on campus, mostly because most kids only do it on the weekends as like a stress reliever.
I don't think drinking is an issue. I think it happens, but I think a lot of the people that go here are very smart about their drinking. They know how to handle themselves. Socially, it's kind of a thing people do to have fun. And
well, I think students engage in underage drinking because they do it for a stress reliever because our school is very difficult.
Every time that I went out and hung out with my friends, I was drinking, and every time I was drinking, I was doing it in excess.
You could think that you were fine and then keep drinking, and before you know it, you're throwing up.
I think the people around me are pretty good at moderating it and balancing it with their life. It just becomes a problem once it interferes with other parts of their life and it isn't fun and it becomes dangerous. I think too much kind of depends on the person, but it's the point where they kind of lose their ability to make really good decisions.
I feel like my friends do not drink too much when they go out, and I believe too much is when you are no longer buzzed and then you won't be able to remember your actions is too much.
I don't think so. I think Madison has a lot to offer, and the drinking culture here is just one aspect of it. I think some people do come here because they know it's a party school and it's a fun scene during the weekend, obviously on State Street and at the apartments, but for me personally, that really wasn't the draw.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people think that we're a smart school. We also know how to have a good time, I guess.
I do not believe that the quote-unquote party school mentality overshadows our academics at Wisconsin, because even though we are known for being a party school, we are at first known for being a very hard and difficult academic school. And
I think it's a definitely important thing that UW is trying to enforce a safe campus and a safe environment for all of its students. However, alcohol EDU in particular, I felt like it was a little too long and it really didn't reach the right audience.
I think they teach people something. A lot of people just do them just to do them and get them over with.
I don't really believe alcohol EDU is that effective. I believe that most kids innately know how much is too much, and it overall I think is very ineffective way to help out students.
I do think it is a problem here on campus, just because the rampant level of binging that actually happens, and that instead of spreading it out more so throughout a week, can cause some really serious effects, both through drunken actions and just the physical effects of alcohol on the body. I do think it's a problem because of this fascination with drinking, and just because large numbers of groups do it, it becomes the cool thing to do, and then that in itself deters other people from doing other activities in dorms. That they try to show that they're kind of an alpha by drinking the most or having the most wild stories from drinking. And because everyone else kind of wants to attain that same status, they feel like they have to try and copy that. So yeah, that is a large amount of it has to do with peer pressure. I think it's really just a bigger problem. It's not on an individual level like that. I think it's this huge cultural focus on trying to prove yourself.
The national average of non-drinking college students is 64% compared to UW-Madison, where 39% of students were non-drinkers.
As you can see, drinking goes hand in hand with negative consequences. On this graph, the black bars represent UW-Madison in 2013, and the red bars represent UW-Madison in 2014. Between the 2 years, the negative consequences of passing out, getting into trouble with the authorities, missing class, and the incidence of injury have all remained nearly the same. However, nearly half of the students who drink report doing something they regretted.
The dangers of binging on alcohol are multifaceted. We're talking about blackouts, memory loss, overdose, alcohol poisoning.
Drinking affects so many people's lives negatively, and you never really hear, oh, drinking affected my life positively.